at the local store, pick up what I need, and the recipe. Let's hope this works. There's ants everywhere, and they're crawling all over me. Those aren't just piles of needles. Those are carried there by ants. Anyway, got to cook outside. So the last thing I want to do in there is cook anyways. And I was sure to grab a couple of different fire starter options. There's some Royal Oak tumbleweeds, natural fire starter with all natural paraffin wax. I don't know if paraffin wax is that natural, but I don't care. We're gonna get this started, and get right back in there into the air conditioning. Just gonna get, yeah. These ants are pretty relentless. How well do they burn? Oh, not bad, I'll say that. Okay, in they go. That should do the job. Welcome to Cooking in the Rural Yurt. We've got diced bell peppers, diced white onion, diced orange peppers. We got rotel. We got corn with a bunch of other stuff in it. Also, taco seasoning packages, tater tots and beef. I have no idea how this is going together, but the ingredients should fit together pretty good. We're talking sour cream, cheese, everything is going in there. First things first, these are diced frappable beef. The humidity is so high of this wood. It sounds dry, but it burns like wet wood. Ugh. They got these bull crickets here that just don't stop. They're way up in the trees too. It's upsetting. Veggies. Tater tots should probably be frozen until you cook them because they just turn into hash brown, but that's okay. I got my ground beef, etc. concoction with some taco spice in there. So add that back in. I'll be eating good tonight. A little can of southwestern corn. Yeah. Rotel. It's basically, I don't know, diced tomatoes and chilies. Okay. Let's see. That is remarkably good. Wow. I gotta throw this cheese on there. Get that melting. And I'll get out of the anthill here. Okay. That looks all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This looks pretty good. Missing a little sour cream, of course, which will rectify instantly. And possibly a little salsa. So I'm going to dig into this. And I'll get you guys in a few. Now that is good. It didn't matter that tater tots didn't turn out all crispy. They basically turned into hash browns, and I'm fine with that. Not taking the top bunk for obvious reasons that we saw earlier, but ready to hunker down tonight, guys. Thanks for following along on the adventure. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, my yurt friends. That was a great sleep. The yurt truly combines the best worlds of camping and a hotel. I can literally open the door and have a campfire. I can enjoy the air conditioning. I have no problems with the temperature. It's perfect. That was a big surprise because when I heard the word Georgia and the word yurt, I thought the word uncomfortable. And that was not the case. So with a yurt, it's different than camping. Usually at a campground, you wake up whenever and then you go. And you can sleep in quite a bit. Not so with the yurt. The checkout's like 11. So, and I got pretty comfortable here. I loaded a bunch of stuff in here. So I didn't sleep in very much. And I got to get all this stuff packed up in the car. So I'm going to do a whirlwind pack up thing and a bunch of trips out of the car. And then we'll touch base after I've got everything loaded up. All packed up, all cleaned up. Looks better than I found it. Actually, definitely looks better. It was pretty clean, but it was ants crawling. There was something sticky on this when I showed up. So ants no more. I took care of that. And I'm in the United States for 2 to 3 weeks. I've been trying to meet up with somebody to do a bit of a video, a bit of a meetup for about a year now. And it looks like it's finally going to happen. I don't know for sure, but it looks promising. So I'm pleased about that. It's beautiful down here. Actually, the differences in Canada and United States, there are some, but I'd say it's like it reminds me of when you're a kid and you go to other people's houses. All the parents are pretty much about the same, but they got slightly different rules. And, you know, some parents might let you stay up later. Other parents might let you drink if you're not quite old enough yet, as long as you're being responsible. And it's that type of thing where everything's just a little bit different. Most of my apps work just fine. So, you know, Uber Eats, DoorDash, my bank cards work just fine. My cell phone works great, like as if I'm right back in Canada. So it's very, very interesting. There's some differences. I've never been ID'd buying beer in my life, well, so much as lately. It's been, you know, pretty much 50% of the time. I think they just have to scan everybody's ID or ask your birthday. But that was the strangest thing because there's a bit of an accent here that I'm not used to, and I tend to enunciate a little bit more than most people, even in the north. But when somebody, I was buying beer, and then they'd ask, all they said was birthday, like in a southern accent, and I'm like, birthday? Like they were asking when my birthday was, so they could put it in the computer, but I didn't catch on to that. I had to ask, you know, excuse me, you know, like 5, 6 times. And then just so anytime I buy anything like that now, any beer, I got my ID there and it's ready to go. So
it is pretty nice and cool here right now. It's checkout time, I guess. Checkout time on the year at 11. And I got to go find my next adventure because, 2-3 weeks here. And then I got to get back to Canada for adventures up there and acreage work. And I miss garbage. So, yeah, I'm figuring that out. It should be pretty good. It should be fun stuff. And all I got to do is figure out how to tackle this heat. And I know that's a challenge. So, see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Why did you stop being a vigilante? The line was crossed. I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution. Daredevil, Born Again, only on Disney+.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Well, hey everyone, welcome to Camping with Steve. Drove out to the mountains for a change of scenery because it's a lot cooler to sleep in your car when you're not just on the side of a road in the city somewhere. This looks a lot better than when the city did. Let's go. Have a little fella off into the woods. And there's a fair bit of wildlife around here. So far, we've seen some good stuff. I think the bears should be pretty much hunkered down for the year, so we shouldn't have any problems with bears. Getting onto this logging road, there's no active log hauling in progress right now, so we should be pretty safe. You'd see an awful lot more evidence if there was logging trucks up and down this road. So we're still going to be careful, but it's my favorite road in the world. Absolutely stunning. This truly is a winter wonderland. We are heading up into the subalpine here. So we're going to probably see a little more snow than what we have here. This is pretty much all we got. Just a couple inches. But I'm expecting that'll get a little bit deeper the further in elevation we go up this mountain road. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this little car makes it. It's been a surprisingly good rental car so far, so I'm very pleased with that. Snow is certainly getting deeper, I can say that. Absolutely majestic. Absolutely majestic. All right. This is our usual camping spot in the summer. And it sure looks a lot different in the winter. I'm really glad the vehicle can make this trail right now. Any more snow and I really wouldn't want to try this. But you're gonna see, oh, awesome. A little tripod setup is still there. Sweet. This is probably gonna be the spot for home for the night. Pull in here and hopefully not get stuck. So yeah, the car pulled in here, no problem. The snow is it's really sticky and squishes down good. So that's pretty good for driving on it. It's not slushy yet. So I gotta find some firewood so we can have a nice big raging fire up this mountain back road. And we'll be tailgate camping in the back of this rental SUV tonight. And it's easy. You just pop the top, throw a tarp over it, and call it a shelter. That's my type of camping. So let's find some firewood. On these old logging roads, there's tons of wood to be scavenged fairly easily in the summer. There are old slash piles from old cuts and stuff that you can normally get all the firewood you need. I didn't anticipate it would be that much trickier in the winter, but the weather outside is frightful. So I'm going to do a little tradesies, a little switcheroo. I have some beer, and I have a friend down the road who lives close to town, and he has a ton of firewood. So we're going to do the old swap here, and that'll make things easier for a nice cozy night up a logging road.
On FanDuel Casino, new players